Would you go for mortgage or payment plan? I think right now the market is giving a very good payment plan to people.
What about you, Raja? I feel like you have like the opposite position in this.
I always say, buy property with the bank's money, pay debt with the tenant's money.
I believe Ahmed choose off plan with a flexible payment plan to avoid paying interest because it's against religion.
We cannot go into religion because this will take us to a totally different point.
Okay.
Yeah, Creek Harbor will be much better than downtown if you compare both of them, just those two. What do you think about that,
There
guys?
will never be an area that will replace downtown.
I'm going to disagree on this point, all right? So basically, Greek, they're going to have the tallest building in the world.
The point of reference always will remain downtown and Burj Khalifa. That will never ever be changed.
What about you, Ahmed? What do you think about what she said?
I'm very interested about Ahmed. What's he going to say?
Would you advise with a ready-to-move-in apartments or an off-plan apartments?
For me, as Raja, I'd be advising to go for off-plan.
Off-plan. What about you, Ahmed?
I would go for something ready.
Finally, someone who thinks like me. Flipping 10 apartments versus flipping one villa would be better.
You have a full control on the stock.
Raja, she was like, I want to say something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I agree and disagree with Ahmed at the same time, to be honest.
In general, which is a better business model for an investor? Is it renting or reselling? If you're watching CHEKD, you know that I bring a lot of real estate people. Why? Because simply they're cool. They're cool people, they're funny, they know about Dubai, a lot of things. They have to market it, obviously. But this time, I don't have only one agent or one real estate person. I have 3 people. I have 3 real estate people all at once. We're going to discuss a lot of things, Dubai, life, because they're the coolest people, in my opinion, in Dubai. They know how to talk about a lot of subjects, not only business and real estate. But today, there's something new. Today, what we will do is that we will take some subjects that a lot of people find them as a conflict points, where people, they say one thing and another group say another. So I have with me Raja. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
So Raja, just briefly say something quickly about your experience. What do you do? Stuff.
So I've been doing real estate for the past 5 years between Qatar and Dubai. I've had my own brokerage real estate company in Qatar, where I used to sell Dubai as a destination and also like all types of real estate here, secondary and off-plan.
Amazing.
It's been a year and so I've decided to completely just focus on selling Dubai. And this is what I've been doing. Here
Amazing.
I
I see what you're doing. I'm really impressed. Bravo.
Thank
And
you.
I have someone from a special company. I don't see this business model a lot in Dubai. I believe Ahmed, he's from Evolution. Evolution, it's something extraordinary. Like, it's not like the usual places when it comes to real estate. Their business model is very different. We're not going to talk about it right now. We're going to talk more about Ahmed now. He will introduce himself, but then he will tell us a little bit about Evolution. But I want to know, like, Ahmed, your experience. What do you do? How long
First
you've
of
been
all,
here?
Ahmed Rashwan here. I'm the director of sales in Evolutions.
Yeah.
Basically, I started my real estate career that was back in 2010. So we're talking about almost 14 years of real estate.
Wow.
That
14
was
years.
back in Egypt. I'm from Egypt. So basically, I came here in 2016. And since then, I've been doing real estate. And yeah.
Sorry, you said you've been also in Egypt and as a real estate agent. You did right. So you've been in Egypt as a realtor or real estate agent, and now you're doing the same. Like, you're very few people who've been doing real estate even back home. Majority of people they revert to real estate when they come here. You got my point. So that's interesting. I had one interview with a gentleman like you from India, and I think the vast majority of people, they are real estate. They become real estate agents when they come to Dubai, which is very special. And we have also Yusuf. Yusuf, you know Yusuf. You already seen Yusuf if you watch CHEKD. If it's your first episode, Yusuf, can you tell something about yourself?
Certainly. First of all, thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Thanks, bro.
So basically, my journey started in high luxury fashion. I was working in Fendi, Dior. Then I moved to airline industry. I was with Emirates Airlines and Etihad. Then I was working with you
In Louis Vuitton.
in Louis
Yeah.
Vuitton in Dubai Mall.
Yeah.
The best colleague ever.
Thanks, bro.
And currently, I'm working real estate. I've been in real estate for more than a couple of years. So far, so good. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
Perfect. So, you know, I just want to start the conversation usually about what I know about real estate and what I heard, because I don't know about real estate. I'm still learning as a media guy talking about real estate. And there is something that everybody is like, especially in a Muslim region. We're living in Dubai, UAE. It's an Islamic region, right?
Yes.
So there is a lot of conflict when it comes to mortgages and off-plan payments. Some people, they take advantage from the banks. They go for mortgage. Some others, they say, no, I don't want to take a mortgage. It's a little bit like in a gray zone. So they go for a payment plan over a mortgage. It depends on what the investor wants. So to ask you guys, what do you think about an investor who wants to choose mortgage over payment plan versus payment plan over mortgage? What do you usually go for? What do you advise your investors to do?
Ladies first, or you want me to start? It's fine.
You can start.
It depends. I really want to hear your point of view, because you work for Evolutions, and it's you deal usually with the off-plan units or off-plan projects, and some people after a certain point they can use mortgage, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's true.
So yeah, I really want you to talk a little bit about mortgage, how it is, and what do you personally go for? What do you advise for?
For me, I would say it all depends on the investor mindset.
Yeah.
But if you ask me personally, Ahmed, would you go for mortgage or payment plan? I think right now the market is giving a very good payment plan to people, like to clients or to investors, that people can leverage on this. Dubai, before, back in the days, we didn't know, it was not introduced the idea of having a long payment plan. Usually the payment plan was during construction and you finish it upon handover.
Yeah.
But recently, and this is one of the things that attracting a lot of investors to come and put their money in Dubai, that having this long payment plan where you can leverage on it. So for me, if you ask me a personal question, I would go for payment plan.
Like if you go for a payment plan, you don't need a mortgage. It's maybe the same or even better.
Especially nowadays, people are giving monthly payment plan, which is equal to mortgage.
Mortgage,
but they are
without interest,
you're
maybe.
not paying the interest. That's the thing. Yeah.
What about you, Raja? I feel like you have like the opposite position in this, like you.
I believe, and personally, that mortgage is better, because I always say, buy property with the bank's money, pay debt with the tenant's money. Get the cash flow.
I love that. I love that. That was cool.
Yeah. Get the cash flow, right? Let the asset grow let it appreciate in price, right? And then just repeat. So for me, I look at it from this perspective.
You look at it from like a business person perspective.
True.
Rather, Ahmed, I really want to know why, because what she's saying, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, definitely.
But why you still go for like you with an off plan? Can you do the same? Can you like reach?
I believe Ahmed choose off plan with a flexible payment plan to avoid paying interest because it's against religion. Perhaps.
Is it your?
See, I would say not. Half of it may be like this because the interest, but like we cannot go into religion because this will take us to a totally different point.
No, but sorry, I'm going just to interrupt you for a minute. There are Islamic banks, you know.
There is in Dubai.
That's another subject. That's another subject.
Zero interest.
This is a very, very open subject that it might take us like 3-4 podcasts just to try to finish it.
Okay.
True. But the only thing
it's actually good to know.
Because there is a lot of like
speculations and different opinions,
misconceptions regarding the. But anyway, not part of it. Maybe yes, but the other scenario that I would like to highlight that not recently, over the last, I would say 2-3 years, especially there is some new developer and boutique developer, they would rather give more flexible payment plan to people just to make it more easy. Like I would never expect back in the days that we might have a monthly payment plan, which is now it's like common.
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of people
possible.
are doing.
Yeah, that's true.
This is because this is what people want. People want to something that they cannot feel and just pay
Yeah,
as
yeah.
you go. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's why I would today, if you ask me, payment plan, because there is more attractive payment plan, not like before, not like 3-5
Yeah.
years back when the payment was so aggressive, where you pay all your money before the handover, and then once the apartment is ready, so you can you pay
Obviously.
everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I would definitely go for a payment plan, because the more advanced payment plan and the more flexible payment plan that we're given right now to
Yeah,
people.
I think for an end user, you are totally right. But for an investor, yeah, Raja's ways are more suitable for. But for an end user, I'm like totally with Ahmed when it comes to an end user.
Exactly.
What about you, Yusuf?
For me, honestly, I would choose a good developer with a flexible payment plan.
You will not go for mortgage.
Mortgage have high interest these days, and it takes so much time to pay it back. I love your idea, though. Take bank's money, and the rent will pay that money. Makes sense from a logical perspective, but personally, I would definitely choose a flexible payment plan.
Yeah, because businessmen in the US, they like credit. It's called arbitrage, we were talking about. Like when you take a loan, even though you have the money, you can pay the money from your pocket, but you prefer to pay from the bank's money and make the company or the apartment on rent, and the rent will give you back the money. You pay the mortgage with an extra money sometimes. You can pay the mortgage and you have an extra money benefit without even touching your money, which is making money from thin air. I think this is how a businessman thinks. Yeah.
I just want to add to what you're saying regarding also going for a payment plan and going for a mortgage. One of the advantage that you are getting on a payment plan, that you are fixing the price. For mortgage, you cannot do this. For mortgage, it's based on the interest. So sometimes the interest goes high.
Yeah.
So you cannot have full control on the price of the property, because maybe during the mortgage, you have now like 4%. Maybe next year it would be 5%. Maybe,
True.
and you never know. As you saw last year, when the mortgage, like the interest rate have risen up in the entire world. So this is one of the things that I would rather go for a payment plan. At least I'm fixing my price over the next 5 or 7 years.
You know what you're gonna spend on that apartment.
Yes.
But when it comes to mortgage, but do you think the difference is huge? Like in the end, like after like 10 years when you finish your mortgage, like comparing how much you spent on the mortgage with the primary or the first price you heard when you took the apartment, is it like a big difference, or it can be a small, like according to your experience?
Usually it works, depends on the inflation. This is how people are actually measuring the interest rate.
Yeah.
So I would say the only problem is you cannot have a fixed price. You cannot all relying on whatever the bank is giving.
And whatever happened in the economy in the world, so you can never know. You
will
pinpoint
always
it.
be matching the inflation. This is what interest rate works.
Yeah.
So depends.
I don't know. Whatever. If you have something to add, you can keep it in the comments. You can comment about it. After hearing them, I have two different point of views. If I'm an investor, I'll definitely go with Raja suggestion. But if I'm an end user, I would definitely go for Ahmed perspective. I would choose Ahmed perspective over Raja's perspective. It depends on the person, obviously. So also, when I meet agents lately, when we speak about Dubai real estate, what's going on, regardless of the mortgage and the payment plans, when it comes to off-plan, when it comes to regions and all of that, there is this speculations or this. I don't know if for me it doesn't make sense that there will be a new downtown in Dubai, which is it doesn't make sense for me. A downtown is forever a downtown. You cannot have after 5 years a new downtown, after 20 years another new. You got my. There's one new. You got my point.
Yeah,
but this is common, by the way. This is common.
Like I never seen in a city that the downtown changes. I'm talking about Creek Harbor.
For example, let's say in Dubai, what was the original downtown? Dira, right?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Like if we go back 15 years, downtown in Dubai was only Dira.
Yeah.
So, but now it's shifted. But I would say no, the existing downtown, it will never change.
Yeah, because it's it's a nice downtown. Dira now versus this downtown. But I got your point. So basically, we know that downtown, the current downtown,
Yeah, the current.
it's one of the best places to live and invest. Both
That's
of them.
true.
It's perfect. I love it. Everybody does.
You love downtown.
I love downtown. I'm a marina guy, but I love downtown.
We all love downtown.
Yeah. But there's Creek Harbor and this Creek Tower and this mall with the air-conditioned streets, and it's a huge thing that's coming. Yeah,
That's true.
With the beach and the, I don't know, this island and the lagoons and all of that. And really, a lot of people now, they are saying that Creek Harbor will be much better than downtown if you compare both of them, just those two. What do you think about that, guys? I want to hear now Rajae's perspective first, because
Nice.
she'd make a face when I was starting about that.
I strongly disagree. There will never be an area that will replace downtown Dubai. Like it's like
Yeah.
basically saying Manhattan, New York, or saying I don't know,
Manhattan, there's nothing
Mayfair,
there. Yeah.
London, Seventh in Paris. These places, they'll never be replaced. لأن, for instance, when we're talking about downtown, we're talking about the biggest landmarks that makes Dubai Dubai are in downtown. We
Yeah.
have Burj Khalifa, we have Dubai Mall, you have the most beautiful skyscrapers, the most astounding ones are in downtown. You have the lifestyle, you have the proximity and the prime location, you have everything that you would basically need.
And you
I
know,
agree.
Creek Harbor will not tick all these boxes, you think?
Exactly, because the thing is, I'm going to disagree on this point, all right? So basically, Greek, they're going to
Harbor,
have,
yeah.
the tallest building in the world.
No,
So
the
it will.
tallest.
It's not really, I heard it's not really a building. It's like a status, like a tower with the, I don't know, like a commercial area in the top, I
Yeah.
think.
It will not.
It might. There is a different, like it's not yet confirmed, but there might be something coming more exciting than the.
The
The
tallest,
tallest
Yeah.
building in the world.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, like we're not saying that Creek Harbor is horrible or anything. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful area and everything. It's just like there's Creek Harbor, now there's Dubai Islands coming. There are, I don't know, like there are so many different areas. Every new day, there's a new project, a new area that's
Yeah.
coming. But always the point of reference always will remain downtown and Burj Khalifa. That will never ever be changed. So,
Yeah.
and for me, I'm always going to be team downtown, whatever new areas
will be coming.
be.
What about
Exactly.
you, Ahmed? What do you think about what she said?
I'm very
for
interested
me.
about Ahmed, what he's going to say.
No, it's not like this. Because depends. If you ask me as a personal opinion, where do you think, or like if I'm an investor and I want to invest my money, am I going to put it in downtown or Dubai Creek Harbor? I would go for Dubai Creek Harbor.
Wow.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you are confident about it, so you have a good reason, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course, because I've seen Dubai Creek Harbor when it was like
Nothing, yeah.
nothing, and now I can see it. For me, I look at it from a perspective of it's downtown but more advanced in terms of accessibility, in terms of connection, in terms of adding the creek. So if you add the water to downtown, I would love to stay in downtown.
You have the canal.
Yeah, exactly.
You cannot swim in
You have the canal.
No, but if you ask me,
That's
like,
true.
okay, it's downtown, but you are adding more value, which is having access to the water and especially the views from there.
Yeah.
When Dubai Creek Harbor was coming up and start people moving there, a lot of people were, by the way, a lot of people were not believing in Dubai Creek Harbor.
Yeah.
But ask these people today.
Yeah.
What do you think of living and how much profit that you guys made out of Dubai Creek Harbor? They are falling in love with it because once it started being ready and people
Yeah.
started moving there,
Yeah.
they start feeling, okay, this is different. There is a different vibe. So if you go to downtown, and especially, by the way, we're talking about only 20% of Dubai Creek Harbor is done. So there is a way bigger room of appreciation over the next few, I would say 5 to 7 years.
And that 20% is pretty good when you
Exactly.
go through it.
Looks beautiful.
If just 20% and it looks like this.
Yeah.
This
That's
is what you
interesting.
can see is just the island and just one
Yeah.
neighborhood next to the island. But they have, like, I would say the developer, which is Amar, have done a phenomenal job in Dubai Creek Harbor. And they have done a lot of things that back in the days, it was not the same. But right now they are focusing more into developing something different. So where you go to Dubai Creek Harbor, you can feel it.
Yeah, I mean, even when you pass by the car, you can see that, oh, this something huge is coming up from here.
Yes.
But for you, when it comes to the word downtown or the crown of downtown, do you think Creek Harbor will take that crown? I mean, do you think it's gonna happen?
Maybe,
you never know.
I'm giving you a confirmed no.
So, but you have
That is not gonna happen.
How you can back it up?
I mean, come on, like we're talking about two different areas. We don't have to say that it's gonna take the crown, that Creek Harbor or any other new area that's gonna be coming. It's going to take the crown from downtown. I mean, you have a very beautiful downtown, and it's very unique in its offerings and its lifestyle and everything that it offers. You have people coming from all over the world to it. If they're coming for leisure or they're coming for business, whatever the reason why they're visiting Dubai, they're going to be in downtown. It's just we have to accept the fact that that's a beautiful community, and downtown is a beautiful community, and they're two different communities. Yeah, exactly.
For me, I think when it comes to what you call downtown, it's more of a social construct. It's more of like a cultural thing, because now everybody is talking about Burj Khalifa and Dubai Mall. This will be forever downtown. Whatever big tower with another big mall will happen in Dubai, we will always come back. And I think downtown is strategically put when it comes to the geographically.
In the center.
I mean, you can go to Marina easily, not easily, but it's closer to Marina versus it's like in the center, and I think it's unbeatable being the place in the center.
Definitely.
Anyway, it's
and there is only one Burj Khalifa in the world, so you
and
need to admit this fact.
Yeah, Burj Khalifa.
Until there is another Burj coming that will take the credit from Burj Khalifa.
I don't know. In Saudi, they're trying to do something, but we're gonna try.
Exactly, right.
Do you think it's gonna happen? That tall building. What do you think?
So Riyadh is trying to catch up with Dubai, right? They're trying to build the tallest tower in the world. They stop as of now. Then the moment they stop, Dubai, they stop as well. Well, I believe they're coming back gradually. All right. So the moment they will start in Riyadh, Dubai will start the construction in Dubai Creek Harbor. Talking about Dubai Creek Harbor, I believe Emaar, as a developer, they learn from their past mistakes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
It's a combination between Marina and downtown.
Yes. Yeah. There's both aspects, the beach and that makes sense.
And I saw the future master plan. It's beautiful. One of the biggest malls in the world, covered areas. Everything's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
So for me, I believe if there is an investor out there, it's better to invest in Dubai Creek Harbor, because there is a good chance for a capital appreciation for the long future.
Okay, when it comes to capital appreciation, I think it's a different calculations. I mean, we're talking like socially what we think, you know what I mean? But capital appreciation, I think it makes sense. All right, there is something else, and I want to know it. Like, I'm curious to know it. And it comes to, of course, like a real estate subject, and everybody is telling me something different. And we will circle back to what you said, Raja. You said that Dubai is an off-plan market. But, I mean, so if we say off-plan versus a ready-to-move-in apartment or unit, what would be the best option? Like, if someone have money and let's say he wants to invest, he wants ROI, he wants to, I don't know, either resell or rent.
How much money we are talking about?
Let's say he have money and
like how much?
Let's say he have 10 million dirhams. All right.
Only?
Oh my God, you've been dealing with some people, maybe. For me, 10 million is a lot. Dirham. So,
okay.
All right. So, would you advise with a ready-to-move-in apartments or an off-plan apartments, and why?
Wow, that's a beautiful question.
Why?
Yeah, this is the question that everyone is asking.
I mean,
no, go ahead. You can start.
Well, I mean, again, I will always go back to saying it depends on the investor that you're talking to.
Yeah.
Like, there are certain investors, and I am personally one of them. I don't like blocking cash in a property, right? Or anywhere. Like, I don't like blocking cash. That's why initially, like, I opted for mortgage, because I don't want to put all my money in a property.
Yeah, you like arbitrage.
Exactly. But for me, the same points, I'll go back to the same point here. Like, if I would have to choose between getting a ready property or an off-plan property, at this point, I'm going to be opting for an off-plan property because I'm going to be paying a certain amount as a down payment, but the rest I'm going to be paying it over, I don't know, like depending on the developer, on the projects, I'm going to be paying it over a period of time. So definitely, I would be advising, for me as Raja, I'd be advising to go for off-plan.
Off-plan.
Yeah, and especially for instance in my case, like for me, the first property, it was bought with mortgage. So the second property makes sense for me if I'm gonna go towards.
Yeah.
Can I add one more thing, if you don't mind, Wally?
Of course, I
So
don't
basically, if someone have 10 million, you're gonna push for off plan.
Yes.
Perfect. So to flip it or to keep it and rent it in the future?
Well, for me, it depends again. Like the 10 million, it depends if that person wants to put it in one property or this person is an investor and he wants to diversify his portfolio, as in buying multiple properties, right? Like if we're talking about someone who wants to diversify their portfolio, I'm going to advise them to get mortgage, get a couple of ready properties, and then also get some off-plan properties. The ready properties, we're going to be able to put them on rent and then get passive income from them. And the other ones, we're waiting on capital appreciation and ROI until they're ready.
Yeah.
Beautifully said.
So yeah, I mean, I think diversifying is always the best option.
I agree.
But it solely you go for off-plan. You prefer off-plan over something ready. Overall, this is you're inclined more towards off-plan. That's your final, yeah. What about you, Ahmed? I want to know about you.
You're asking someone who used to sell off-plan in his entire life.
But
if you ask me personally what I will go for, I will go for something ready.
Thank you for that. I'm finally someone who thinks like me. Because for me, ready makes sense. I see the apartment is there.
At least you have full control in what you can see, not something that you might be expecting. Is it going to fit me or doesn't fit me? How about is it going to be the same, like the layout I signed on? Of course, the developer have the right to deliver to you the same what you signed on, but sometimes it happen. Like people, I face it a lot. Like some people bought off-plan properties, and when it comes to handover, they realize that no, it will not fit. So for me, I would rather go for something that I can see. I can see where I can put my stuff. I can see where, okay, this kitchen will fit me enough. Or like, I would like a bigger kitchen. But the only thing was...
Sorry for interruption. So you are thinking as end user right now.
End user, exactly.
How about investment?
See, when it comes to investment, it all depends on... I always ask any investor, like, what is your exit strategy?
Okay.
What you want from the property. If you are someone looking to flip a property, I would not suggest to buy an off-plan now and sell it after 1 year. It doesn't make any sense. Flipping property, you go to an old property and you refurbish the entire property, the entire apartment, redesign it, do something very good inside, and then you can flip it. So you buy it as a low price because maybe the building is like more than 5-6 years old. Do some effort. So for you, you can flip this property with an extra value, because whoever come and buying from you, he want to see something different in your property, so he can pay extra money. So property flipping for me doesn't make sense if the property is still under construction. But for me, it makes more sense if you go to a property that is a little bit old, with a building that has a good reputation, but you need to do something in order for you to flip it. You need to refurbish the apartment, do upgrading, these kind of stuff, which now people are doing it, actually.
It's a new business.
Yes.
I would like to add one more question, because this is very beautiful, actually, what you said. It's amazing. So would you push to buy several one-bed studios and renovate everything, resell it, or buy one property, let's say a standalone villa, a prime location, and upgrade the whole thing and resell it? Which one you would push for?
Yeah, that's an interesting question as well. Like from a perspective of an investor,
For me, if I have like, let's say 10 million, let's say let's stick with the 10 million. For me, I would go for a villa.
A villa.
Yeah.
So you refurbish and resell.
A villa in one of the communities that been in the market for, like, I would say...
Arabian ranches?
Not Arabian Ranch, maybe Arabian Ranches,
Yeah.
but there are some communities like, let's say, these communities like Jumeirah, what does it call? What this?
Jumeirah Islands.
Jumeirah Park, Jumeirah Islands, these
Yeah.
kind of these kind of communities. You buy a villa, it's a little bit old. You redesign the entire villa, do an extraordinary
Like
things,
finishing and stuff.
exactly, and then you put it up in the market. This is where you can make money.
And you make money better than buying 10 apartments and renting them.
Depends if you're asking about reselling, not renting it. If
Because you
want-
mentioned flipping.
yes,
Flipping 10 apartments versus flipping one villa would be better.
exactly.
And it will be easier to sell. You're selling
And
one
you
unit.
have a
You're not
full
selling 10.
control on
Exactly.
the stock. You have a control. That's why I suggested go to these kind of communities that are exist in the market for some time with a good location, buy a good property. Maybe it's a bit old, redesign the entire property, refurbish, upgrade it,
Yeah.
and put it again in the market instead of buying 10 properties.
What do you want? Raja,
I
she
know.
was like, I want to say something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I agree and disagree with Ahmed at the same time, to be honest. Like, for me, the way I look at it, it depends on the investor. If me as Raja today, as an investor, I would not opt for buying an old property, upgrade it. I would have to overlook the whole process, which is a painful process, to refurbish the property, to have it ready, and then to resell it.
Yeah.
I would do something else. I would actually opt for flipping off plan. I would go and choose a project that's very unique, that's in demand, that has a very low stock in it. I would buy in that project and I would hold a little bit and then I would flip it. So I'm making easy money
Yeah.
instead
agree.
of going through the process of like
Yeah, I got your
So
point.
you
Yeah.
are on the other side somehow,
Yeah.
like off-plan side, and Ahmed on the secondary market side. The thing is, why Ahmed choose secondary market, I'll tell you why. Because we as a human being, we have money, yeah? We want to invest somewhere. And when you invest in something already, you clear a lot of unknowns. When you buy something off-plan, there's a lot of unknowns, you know?
Yeah, you're
Delay, layout, and so on. However, as you said, when there is a good developer with amazing reputation, good unit, high floor, good view, there's a high chance you'll get a good capital appreciation. For
In the
sure.
end of the day, like, it depends from case to case, you know.
exactly,
from,
and it's
in the-
different from investor
But for
to
me,
an
I
investor.
vote for
Exactly.
Ahmed.
Yeah?
I'm like
Yeah,
a ready
yeah.
to moving guy. I like to see what I'm gonna
I
do.
would love to add one more question.
And also, just I think why Ahmed he have a +1 in this, because it's not about the layout inside; it's about the surrounding as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know where you are wearing, like the surrounding, you know already, like you already know if it's gonna be good for ROI or resell. You know where is it? You know everything. So you want,
Exactly.
I just
Well, the
wanted to.
same
I'm
thing
gonna-
goes. Sorry to disagree, but the same thing goes for off plan, because like I'm not talking about just any project. You're not gonna just pick out any project, any area.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to be flipping off plan, you need to be very specific about the developer that you're buying with, about the area. It should be in demand. Even the project, it should be a very, very unique project and it has very low stock in it. And we're
Yeah.
talking about only few units. I'm not talking about huge towers or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So even the ROI can be calculated, the capital appreciation can be calculated, the surroundings, everything can be calculated.
But you don't think there is
except
risks? There is
there's
no
always
risk?
For sure there is a
and
risk.
for me as an investor, whether I'm investing in real estate or in anything else, there's always risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you need to be, and it's different from one person to another. I personally, I am someone who has a very high risk tolerance.
Yeah.
And that's why I, like, that
Yeah.
guides kind of my choices.
I understand you. Well, in the end of the day, also, I think even business in general is risk.
Exactly.
But the risk when you're buying something ready, it's lower than the risk when you're buying something off plan.
That's
That-
true.
In the end of, but yeah, high risk, high reward.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking
Yeah.
about taking risk and investing. So you are a media gentleman. We have lovely people from real estate, and you guys have a lot of experience in life as well.
Yeah.
All right. So back to your question, investing 10 million.
Yeah.
Do you think we can invest that 10 million somewhere else, not real estate? And let's say within a year can give us a good profit.
Regardless of real estate,
Yeah.
look, it's about risks in the end of the day. Real estate as like an investment is the most risk.
Secure.
Yeah, most secure.
Safest.
So it's very low in risk.
Okay.
Business in the other side, it's very risky, but the reward is higher. I've been 1 year ago. I've been in this situation. I had to choose between investing in real estate or investing in a business. So I choose a business with my mother because she sacrificed when we were kids. She had a salon. She sacrificed her salon to raise us. Now I'm old. It was not me only. Me and my auntie, we collaborated. We opened for her salon, a beauty salon. And yeah, it's a struggle. We're still struggling.
But this is a business driven by emotion. Like this is.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. It's okay. I always follow my gut feeling.
Yeah.
I am a very analytical guy, and it hurts me mentally. So sometimes I shut down my brain to use my gut feeling, and for some reason, my gut feeling give me better result than my analytical. Always,
of course.
My brain always reach the goal, but my gut feeling overreach always. And I don't know why. I don't know how to explain it, but this is my take on that.
It's because
business.
It's not, you're just not using your gut feeling. Your gut feeling is coming from your heart, and the heart is the compass.
Yeah.
Yeah, God
It's
has
the compass,
placed it in us as a compass.
True.
So,
Yeah, and in the end of the day, it was. You said this wasn't a business based on emotion. It was not even a business to me. It was like giving back to my mother, even though you cannot.
It's a give back.
And if it work, it work. If it doesn't work, it's okay. I didn't go in it to. I was not sure. You can never be sure. Mm-hmm. But for me, I always choose a bit, regardless of this story. If I'm gonna gather a good amount of money, I will maybe go for a business again, something related to media or whatever other business. I like to go for businesses. So when I'm rich, really rich through businesses, because businesses, if they give you, they'll give you a lot. If they don't give you, you're gonna lose once, twice, 3, 4, 5, and then one day you're gonna make it. Once I'll make it through a business, I will call you guys.
We got you covered, sir.
No, but back to your Yusuf question. I think every investor in the world should have at least 30 to 40% of his wealth invested in real estate.
Yes,
100%.
And this is what they are doing. You might invest in a startup companies and then sell it after a couple of like you might invest $10 million and you can sell this startup company after 1 year. If it goes viral and it goes successful, you might sell it at 100 million. No
apartment can do this.
Can give you this.
Yeah.
So, but why? Because what I checked, that all the wealthy people around the world, they have a big portfolio of real estate.
That's true.
So it should be part of your investment. Whoever in any business, he should at least 30 to 40% of your wealth should go to real estate.
And also, I think people with high salaries, someone who have a profession and he have a high salary, he have to take an apartment because he is focused in his work, so he cannot do a business, so he can invest in apartments. Let's if someone have like 80,000, 150K monthly. Some people have such a salary. These people, they have to do real estate. I think there's two cases. If I was a guy with a big salary, obviously I'm gonna invest in real estate.
Yes.
But listen, this is taking us to something else I want to ask you guys. And I think this is we're speaking about it, like we mentioned it. You even mentioned it, like villa versus re-renting 10 apartments. Regardless of the villa or the apartments, in general, which is a better business model for an investor? Is it renting or reselling? So what's the best business model? Like in terms of ROI and money making, we're talking about someone with money, someone with a lot of money. What's better for him? Buying off-plan or good apartments, refurbishing them and reselling them, or he just buy apartments and units and rent them?
Buying and renting, because that way what you're doing is you're building a portfolio. If you have like a certain number of apartments or properties, whatever, between townhouses, villas, apartments, name it. So what you're doing is, as I said, you're building a portfolio. And when you're building a portfolio, you're accumulating passive income from these properties. So for me, I'm always for buying, holding, and renting. Never reselling. Unless you really have to, I mean.
Yeah, in like a case where, of course, good
Yeah.
spend.
I mean, at the end of the day, as we said, I mean, real estate is the safest investment. And most of the people who are like, if you look at the top tier people in the world, the billionaires, the trillionaires, and even the millionaires, if you look at their portfolios, you're going to find that real estate makes a big chunk out of it.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
of the ROIs.
Because you can see it's there, you know?
It's an actual asset that
yeah.
you have.
That's true.
What about you, Ahmed? What do you think?
I have a different opinion on this because I would agree with Raja at some point that renting is better as building a portfolio and having a massive income. But in Dubai, you need to be careful because I would say after 5 years, you need to start thinking about flipping your property.
Oh, so you rent them for a certain period of time and
Yes.
then you sell them.
This will be the best investment. So basically, because Dubai is developing very fast, and whenever there is an area coming up, another area not goes down, but it doesn't have the same
appreciation.
So the better thing for you is to get the best out of your property is to rent it for the first 5 years, and because there is more potential to put your money in a different area that will have more appreciation in the future. So for me, I would say the first 5 years, especially nowadays because the rental prices are going up, and also it will continue going up.
Yeah.
So basically, the first 5 years you can rent your property, and then after 5 years you need to start thinking about, okay, selling and then move to another area.
Can I ask
This
a
would be the
question?
best question.
Please ask.
You said it will continue going up.
Yes.
Do you think Dubai's real estate is a bubble?
This question.
Yeah. The bubble question.
See, whoever asks you this question and he's telling you that Dubai real estate is a bubble, can ask him, can you define a bubble?
Yeah, what's
Okay.
a bubble? Yeah.
So what they are saying, I don't agree on this, yeah? That the price are going up and up every single year, all right? One day, they're going to crash again.
Okay.
Do you think there's a possibility that the prices will crash or just be steady in one point?
Also, Raja will have a share on this, but I will tell you some interesting factors about what we are having, because a lot of people in Dubai are actually looking at Dubai as it's the same city that exist
Like 10 years ago, yeah.
which is not the same. If I ask you, do you look at Dubai today? Is it the same Dubai that people were looking at 15 years back?
Not at all.
It's not the same. So you cannot judge what will happen in the market based on some facts that happened 10 or 15 years back, because Dubai position today is not the same like before.
Yeah. Economically, specifically.
Economically,
Exactly.
politically, name it, you
Culturally.
have it.
Yeah.
And again, I think we were having this discussion in the office back in the days.
Yeah.
And people also have some, like they keep asking this question because a lot of people have the same thing. They're looking at Dubai, okay, we saw what happened in 2008. We saw what happened after 2014, 15, when the market was not performing well. So they keep positioning Dubai as, okay, the same will happen again. But it's not the same. Dubai today has totally different position into the entire world. It's not just here. So you need to consider that when you're looking at a real estate bubble. And by the way, bubble, when it happened when a lot of people, like all the industries are not performing and the real estate is going high. This is, I call it a bubble index, or like a real estate bubble.
Yeah, yeah. Because like the country or the place is not performing in other sectors. There is only one sector pushing, and that one day it will crash.
Exactly.
But Dubai is different. There is tourism. There is the region
All
around.
industries in the city over the last 3 years are booming.
Yeah.
100%.
Like tourism more than real estate.
You can
is
ask
crazy.
any of your
Car
friends.
industry.
We
Yeah.
have a lot of friends here, and you
Yeah.
can ask, and they're working in different industry. You can
Yeah.
ask any one of them,
Yeah.
how's business?
And they
Business
tell
is
you
good.
they have, yeah.
It's
This is
booming.
the same answer you are
Yeah.
getting. Yes.
You know, I think what's the biggest factor, according to what I saw,
Yeah.
it's the region, not only the UAE, the whole
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
Like what happened in Saudi, it gives us a little bit of
Push.
a push. But what's your point of view when it comes to that? Is it a bubble?
Definitely, I don't think it's a bubble, because as Ahmed said, like when people are looking at real estate, they look at it like alone. Like
Yeah.
they segregate it. Like we're only looking at real estate and at the prices going up. But actually, in fact, the real estate prices are going in correlation with everything that is happening in the market. Like we're talking about the economic situation of Dubai. Like it's one of the strongest economies and highest performing economies in the world. If you look at all the initiatives, like every 2-3 months we have a new announcement by the government of Dubai
Exactly.
that like again
That
like
have an effect. Yes, you're right.
exactly, that gives a boost to the economy. Do I believe that the real estate market is going to keep going upwards? I don't believe that, because in general, everywhere in the world, the real estate market is a cyclic market.
Yeah, there's a cycle.
Exactly. There's a cycle. It goes up and it goes down. I don't believe in Dubai it's going to crash, because the economy is really performing very, very well. But I believe that there will be a certain point where it's gonna slow down.
Stabilize.
Exactly.
Steady.
It's gonna become
Exactly.
steady, and it's gonna slow down a little bit.
I would like to add on that, even the diplomatic relation between the UAE as a country and the surrounding countries, it's very stable. It's very safe as well. All right. And one more thing, a lot of billionaires and millionaires all over the world, from the state, from China, from Russia,
From India.
from Europe and India, are coming
Africa as
to
well.
Dubai for a reason. They are smart enough to understand that the future is here. Even us in our office in Evolutions, we see a lot of Europeans, Canadian, English people, and so on. They're coming to work in Dubai because it's safe. The salaries are very high.
Zero
and-
taxation.
Exactly. And all of us, we feel like somehow it's home. I'm from Morocco, just like Raja, okay? Both of us, the moment we go home, we don't feel like it's home. But here, we feel like it's home.
Yeah.
Somehow. Yeah. We love this country so much.
Especially if you stay a long time in the region.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, talking about this, do you feel you've been here 15 years, right?
I've been here in 8 years.
8 years. Oh yeah, 8 years. Sorry, your experience 14 years. You've been here 8 years. Raja, she's been in Qatar for 8 years.
So between Qatar and Dubai, it's been 9 years.
9 years. Me and you, like more than you are here for a long time.
Yeah.
How
9
many
or
years?
10, yeah.
Yeah, I'm 9. So look, do you still feel like sometimes you're strangers in Dubai? There is the feeling of like, or you feel lonely.
No, I would be honest with you. We feel stranger when we go back home, not here. this is 100%.
Yeah.
So because you are already disconnected of what's happening over there. But here I don't feel, I don't think that
You
we
don't feel
feel
like a
stranger
stranger.
anymore, especially khalas, after you spend a couple of years in the city, you understand, you know what's happening, what's going on, you have friends, you have colleagues.
You build a community, basically.
Yeah.
What about you, Raja? You feel you never. I think women have a different point of view when it comes to that, because they are very attached to their family. Men, in their nature, we like to travel and see the world. But what about you? I really want to know a perspective of a woman in that.
Exactly. Can I add one more thing?
Please.
Especially you came from Qatar. You spent 8 years there, right?
Yeah.
So how was your experience in Dubai so far? How you like it?
I love Dubai. Like, I think in so many videos I'm talking about Dubai and how much I love this city and love the country in general. It's, you know what I call it? Like the Disneyland of adults.
Again?
Yes,
I
Dubai
like that.
is the Disneyland of adults.
That's true.
Yes, because it's amazing. Like when you come here, you're always amazed by the amount of innovation that is there, that is here, the amount of freedom to express yourself, to be the person that you want to be. Like I have met so many people coming in from different backgrounds, different countries, different religions, you name it. And they come here with nothing but a dream. And all their dreams, they become a reality in this city. This city, it's like the Magic Kingdom.
That's true.
in Disney. But seriously, and you're always blown away, like every day, because I like to read the news. So every day when I'm reading the news, there's always a new announcement. Like I was just reading the other day about the Green Spine project, which is one of the first projects of its kind in Dubai. Another initiative that they were talking about, which is including Dubai's residents into making decisions, like naming the roads and so many other things. The service that you get in Dubai, you don't get it anywhere in the world.
Exactly,
The respect that
We're
you
so much
get.
spoiled here. This
We're
is
so
we're
spoiled.
domesticated.
No, we start feeling this when we
Yes.
travel outside.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's like a
in
cat.
Dubai, this would never
it's like
happen.
a home cat when it leaves the house.
It's
You
so
travel
true.
recently to Europe. Europe, right?
Yeah, exactly. No,
How did
that's-
you feel?
Man, the kind of hospitality that we are getting here in Dubai cannot be compared to any other city.
Nowhere.
agree.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Yeah, because especially people who live here, they travel a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So they can see, they know that they're
Yeah,
in a good
exactly.
place.
Exactly.
But I have a quote. I design a quote for this. It's like a lot of people talk about the American dream, right?
Yeah.
And they say that the American dream is dead. The American dream is
So
not
many,
dead.
no, so
The
many years
American,
ago,
yeah,
it's dead.
but no. Let me tell you, the American dream immigrated to Dubai.
Yes.
The American dream immigrated here, or the American dream is a dream in the US and it's a reality.
Yeah.
Exactly. I would
even better.
I agree with you on this
Beautifully
point.
said.
We did not import
That's
any dreams
true.
from the US. In Dubai
made
is
our
the
own dream.
reality.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like what would they're
Yeah.
dreaming about? I think maybe in the 70s, 80s, somehow it was
even the
there
90s,
were the
to be
American
honest.
dream. Yeah,
even the 90s.
But I don't think the American dream is a concept. It has nothing to do with America. I don't want to change the name of the American dream to the Dubai dream or the UAE dream or the GCC dream. No, it is the American dream. This concept, it's transported here. Believe me, because what's the American dream? The American dream is that someone from nothing,
Makes
which
sense.
is because of capitalism, becomes somebody.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is the American dream, because before there was only kings and dukes and only people
Yeah.
from rich families. Someone
the
from the
peasants.
bottom is like 1 in a billion to make it.
Yeah.
But now this mentality, I know people, bro. I know people. They were bricklayers. They were working as like these people outside. I know
That's
a Pakistani guy. He have a very big cleaning company here. I know a Kenyan lady also. She have a company here. These people they were literally they had nothing.
Exactly.
They were
Even
sleeping outside.
recently, you host
Yeah.
one gentleman who was working, I believe, as a waiter or something, and he
Bro,
became very successful
I
in real
hosted,
estate.
yeah, I hosted a guy who was MTS. He was, you see those people you see riding a bicycle to go to work?
Yeah.
He was riding a bicycle to go to work. And the thing is, it's in a short period. These things are happening in a
Yeah.
short period of time. So I think, yeah, Dubai, it's the place, and not only Dubai, the whole region. Dubai is just the beginning. It's the first city. It's like
That's
New York.
true.
You know what I mean? We didn't talk. Qatar. It's a lady coming from Qatar.
Yeah.
You came from Qatar, right?
Yeah.
We have Bahrain. I have a friend in Bahrain. He's making good money. He's a filmmaker. We're even Oman here. Oman is
but
going
to be
up.
honest, I love what you're saying and everything, but I just cannot compare Dubai to anywhere else, to be honest, because
Wow.
the
Yeah.
amount of opportunity.
true.
I lived in Qatar and I love Qatar and grateful for the time and for the connections, for everything that country has taught me. The people are amazing and everything. But let's be honest, you don't get the same opportunities you get here, there. You don't get to be able to network like the networking you can do here. It's not the same thing
Yeah.
that you can do that.
I would like to
mean,
add one more thing, very important. I noticed this about local people in the UAE.
Yeah.
They're very humble,
Yes.
right? They're
Yeah.
very kind.
They're
100%.
humble and reserved, and they have to be reserved. I respect that. They're very
Yeah.
reserved. They have this approach with people that is very kind, and you don't see it like if you go to the US. I heard.
Yeah.
If you go to Germany, if you go to France,
They're racist.
they are. If they see,
Some of them, I mean.
look,
Yeah.
if they see someone from a different region, the way they
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at
The
you,
way
is
they
like,
look at you
yeah,
on
they
the
look
streets,
like
yeah.
this. Yeah. But if you are, I don't know, if you are coming from another region and you cross an Emirati person, you're living in their country. They will not look at you like this.
Not at all.
They will make a joke. They're jokesters. They will laugh with you. They talk to you, and this is, I think, one of the secrets
Exactly.
of the success of this country.
Even the police, when they
That's so
stop
true.
you, they will never harass you
Yeah.
or
That's
so
disrespect
true.
you.
That's so
They're
true.
very kind.
Yeah, they don't compromise with you. When you make a mistake, you will pay for it
100%.
with a smile. And I think this is one of the secrets why Dubai it's very harmonious, because the law is very respected.